NFR podcast.
Guys, listen, welcome into another episode. It's going to be fucking awesome today because we're answering your questions. We're doing everything. You know, we ran this on TikTok, on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and we actually have one of the Discord users on today. We did this on the last NFR community day, and that was pretty cool. So, you know, it's going to be a fun day, man. You know, we take one day out of the month to do this. We really fuck with the community. You guys give us, you know, a load of love, and we have to give it back. And it kind of lets you guys understand what we're trying to do on a deeper level as well. So, you know, we're always happy to connect with you guys as always. You know, you guys could hit us up on social media. And Lou, just describe what we're going to be doing today, man.
Yeah, man. So this is Dead Wrong. It's a series that we actually did on our audio podcast, and we're bringing it back to the YouTube just because it's awesome, man. We get to debate some questions sent in from you guys through TikTok, through Twitter, through Instagram, all of that. I think we got somewhere around like 200 questions and debate topics. So it's going to be fun, man.
Absolutely. There were some really cool ones. I mean, I was going through some stuff, and obviously we couldn't get everything, but for what we did get, it was really cool. Not only that, but I mean, you know, it's just cool to see where the community is, you know, where you guys actually want to participate in this, and we're super grateful for that, as always. So how this is going to work, we got Nick in the corner. Say what's up, dude.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Okay, so he's going to read these out, and we're going to go through them. We wanted to make this as genuine as possible, so we didn't pick them, but Nick picked them out for us. Yep. He's going to read it to us, and we're going to see what's going on.
Let's do it.
Okay, first one's from Twitter. So a guy named Joey from Twitter. Which rapper has or had the greatest prime of all time?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's crazy. Okay, so what do you got in your toss-up? I would say Eminem, Lil Wayne in there for sure.
I would say Ho's in there as well.
Tupac. Tupac's 3-album run was fucking insane too.
That was fire also. If you had to choose one name, though, who would it be?
Eminem.
Yeah, I think it has to be Eminem. I agree with you.
Eminem, 1999 to 2002. I mean, that 3-album run of Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, the Eminem Show. He did the 8 Mile soundtrack in there as well. Fucking crazy. And the 2000 Chronic was in there as well, and he had iconic features on that.
And you can argue that all three of those albums, from the Slim Shady LP to the Eminem Show, they're all classics. They're near flawless albums. And I don't know if there's another rapper that's achieved 3 albums of that strength back to back. I mean,
Kanye, though.
Outkast has done it as well, you could say.
No, Outkast has done it as well. Yeah, A Tribe Called Quest.
Called Quest has done it too.
I think A Tribe has done it as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people up for toss-up, but I mean, like, if we're talking the amount of exposure and mixed in with, like, you know, the type of qualities putting
it's got to go to M.
I think it's pretty evident what's going on there. So, Nick, let's go on to the next question, man.
Okay, so still on Twitter, Tom on Twitter asked, has Drake peaked as an artist?
Oh, that's fucking crazy too.
I think that we saw his peak in like 2016 with Views, man.
You think it was 2016?
I think so.
Well, peak of what? Peak of skill set, or peak of, like, let's say, exposure?
Of exposure. I mean, he sold, I think, over 1 million records with Views, and like, man, you were hearing One Dance, you were hearing Hotline Bling in the clubs that whole fucking year, and you're still hearing those songs today.
I know, I feel you, but you don't feel as if, like, the peak of his, like let's say his talent was maybe Take Care? Do you feel as if, like, that's where, like, he was at, like, talent rawness? Because, like, well, maybe not. Fuck, that's hard.
It is tough, yeah.
Then you could say Nothing Was the Same was on more of, like, a you know, sort of a conscious vibe, like that. You could say that as well.
But do you think that, like, I think the question's asking, has he peaked? So do you think that the best is still yet to come, or that we've already seen it?
My problem is that I think he's peaked, but I just don't know where he's peaked, because you don't know what Drake's going to do with his next album either way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, Scorpion was still a pretty big high for Drake, considering what God's plan is.
Weakest album, though. Let's be honest. You don't have to sugarcoat it, man.
Listen, I think in the first half of the track list there's a lot of replay value. And
if he would have kept that to just the side A, and he just like fucking forgot about the side B, it would have been a great album.
But the side B was a great part, though. Imagine he put the side B together as one album, like an R&B album full of R&B songs.
If he brought in songs like Don't Matter to Me and like what else? I think Blue Tints was on the side B.
I think Blue Tints was on the side B.
If he brought in some of those songs into the side A, yeah, it would have been great.
Okay, so let's fuck it. We'll say his peak was Views, because I feel as if that's when everyone like kind of like solidified on the Drake hype. So that was another good question. Guys, we're getting nailed here. What do you got going on, Nick?
Okay, so this is actually from Colin. So best trap artists of all time. So let's just do top three trap artists of all time.
Let's change that to the top 3.
That's tough, just because I feel like, you know, the pioneers would be Gucci Mane, T.I., Jeezy. Are they the best of all time, though? I don't know, man.
It's the lengthy discographies that get me. There's a lot of misses. Like, there's a lot of hits, but there's also a lot of, you know, and I got to salute them for the longevity they had. I think that's it. But I feel as if skill-wise, the 3 undeniable best Are we doing only Atlanta or are we doing trap as a whole?
Trap as a whole.
Okay, Travis is for sure in that top 3 then. Talent-wise, for sure. His discography is really, really, really sick.
The only reason why I wouldn't put Travis as that GOAT spot is just because like he kind of stirs away from the trap scene. Like he doesn't have the essence of a trap artist, I would say. So
it's more experimental trap.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. I would probably say between Future and Young Thug. I think that's where the real race is.
And you know what I think happens in that race? What you got to say for Future is mostly like discography based.
Yeah.
But if we're going on skill sets, like I don't think there's a single trap artist with like, you know, the skill of Young Thug and like what he could do with his vocals and stuff. Like that for me is like some next level shit, and like it will forever be.
Yeah, and he does have like a crazy mixtape catalog, but it's just doesn't have the album discography yet to really compare their two bodies of works.
So let me hit you with a 1-2 here. Okay, Barter 6 versus DS2, both of their highest.
DS2. It's got to go to DS2, man. Oh, too many bangers.
Said with confidence.
Too many bangers.
You hear that? Lou was there already for DS2.
I think I'm gonna take Future as the trap GOAT just because of that 2015 run. No one's had a run like that. What a time to be alive. DS2, 56 nights. Fuck, man.
You know what's scary about Young Thug though? What is he, only like 28 years old?
Yeah, he's younger than people think, man. I thought that dude was like 34.
Young Thug has not hit his full potential yet. That's what's fucking scary. This guy is not even close to retiring or ending his career, and he's only getting better. He's literally only getting better, and if he continues to work with people like J. Cole and shit, whoa.
I think he could overtake Future, but I think Future has that spot solidified right now.
Okay, we'll say Future for now, but definitely Young Thug. That was another great one. You guys are awesome. Okay, let's go next.
Yeah, let's get another. This is the last one from Twitter. It's from Adam. Top 3 mixtapes of all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
We discussed a bit of this before, eh?
We did. Yeah.
Okay.
So
how do we do this? You want to do one combined list, or you want to do your list and my list?
You can start.
Okay. First, I think 1999 is a solidified place for me. I would put 1999.
That's my number one as well.
I would do 1999.
Yeah.
It's undeniable. It's undeniable at this point. You know what I'm trying to say?
Number 2, that's really tough. I mean, I want to throw in a Wayne mixtape there, but I just feel like
the Drought 3.
Yeah, but I feel like I have FNL above it. I think I have J. Cole's Friday Night Lights above it. I really do. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I would put Live Love ASAP over both of those.
At number 2?
I would put Live Love ASAP at number 2. I mean, it's just super iconic. Like, what if you understood what that ASAP mixtape did to the globe and like how it just took over everything, it was really serious. And maybe quality wise, yes, I feel as if like maybe you get me on the FNL with that, but as far as a whole and just the overall iconic, you know, air of the project, I would have to give it to Live Love ASAP.
But
fair. Regardless, like, you know, you put those, if you play any of those, you're a G. Like, you know what you're doing, you know, and like those are for my dad Piff users, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
But listen, let's get to another one. This is awesome. What are we doing now?
Okay, we're on IG now. First one on IG. This is from Connor. This is just straight Conway versus Benny.
Conway versus Benny?
Yeah, Conway versus Benny.
Okay, I think that Benny has the better catalog as of right now. In terms of skills as a rapper, that's fucking tough, man. Shit.
I would say
that's so tough, man.
Benny has the higher highs.
Yeah, he definitely does. Discography-wise,
Benny, like I think Benny washes him for discography. I'm not even like capping on that.
Yeah, I mean Conway has what he has. Reject 2, you know, he has From a King to a God. He has some solid projects in there, but I mean,
he doesn't have a Tana Talk 3.
Doesn't have a Tana Talk 3.
He doesn't have, and in my opinion, he doesn't even have a burden of proof, bro. People mistaken that. People put Conway in 2020 over Benny, but like Benny had one project that solidified everything for me.
I think that Conway has the better all-time verse between the two of them. If you listen to Conway's verse on The Cow, that shit is fucking mind-blowing.
Oh, absolutely.
Where he details his shooting, that shit's insane, bro.
I get you. Like but that's what's crazy about Conway is that now he's being compared to like, yo, he's a serious lyricist.
He is.
That's why I have a lot of respect for Conway. He's a fantastic fucking artist. I guess my biggest criteria when I look at an artist is probably the discography and what's going on with the projects and the singles and the material. So, I mean, if I'm putting it on that, then for sure Benny. And like I think I'm going to keep it at that.
I agree with you.
But that was a great question, IG, starting off strong. What do we got?
I have a good one here. Okay, this is from PTK.
Okay.
He said, who won the Nas versus Jay-Z battle?
Oh, shit. That's so tough, man. Who would you give it to?
The Blueprint's my favorite album of all time. Well, one of them. In like my top 5.
He came hard on Takeover, man. He came hard.
But Ether's on a different level.
Yeah, it's known as the greatest diss song of all time.
Like
It really is.
it's like it's on that legendary status. You know what I'm trying to say? Like people, I feel as if that was way more prominent than Jay-Z's Try.
Yeah, and it kind of like coined that whole term of like this guy got ethered. You know what I mean? Like it actually started that phrase, which is iconic.
And I feel as if like once that sort of image is played into that, there's no going back. Like that's when you know you've gotten humiliated.
I still don't know if there was a harder hitting diss than the story of Adidon. Like
that was
so fucking savage, man.
God.
Like he just ripped into him and just.
Yeah,
wow.
how do you feel about that though? I never actually asked you like for being a Drake and Pusha T fan, because I know you're a big fan of both, you know, and so am I. How do you feel about that whole situation? Like looking back on it.
Oh man, the first time I was that I heard it, I was actually working a night shift at my job at the time, and I played it back once. Played it back a second time. I think I heard it 5 times in a row just because I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. He went to those lengths and was throwing shots even at like fucking Noah.
Yeah,
like what did Noah do to deserve that fucking that rampage?
Dude, I was after a shift at McD's. I just finished a shift at McD's and I got home to I was at my grandmother's. That was when I was living next to my grandmother. I go to my grandmother's house. And I'm sitting down at the counter, and I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "This just didn't happen.
This is violent.
This is crazy."
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. I go into Twitter, I see it, press the link, changed my whole perspective.
Even the cover art, man, that was brutal. When you have the Drake in that blackface,
that was hard.
He ripped into him.
Yeah, he caught him everywhere. But listen, that was another great question. We're getting on these good conversations.
Okay,
this is great.
so
what do you got?
This one's from Carter. Who's the most slept on artist ever?
oh, that's tough.
Okay, wait. Let's set it right here, right now.
Let's kind of wait. What were you gonna say?
What slept on to you?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that like, should we, take this into consideration, just the underground? Should we say the most slept on mainstream artist? How do you want to dive into it?
It's a very good question.
Let's dive into it into the mainstream sense, like someone who does have a name, who does have a fan base, but is still slept on by the masses. Let's say, who would you say?
But ever most
Yeah,
slept
of all
on.
time. Yeah.
Whoa,
tough.
I don't even know if I have the hip hop knowledge for that question. That's a really tough question, man. I would. Do we narrow it down to at least an era? Let's say an era. Let's say we do an era.
Okay. Let's say right now. Who do you think is the most slept on rapper right now? I think Coda the Friends in that conversation. He's been dropping some really serious projects
so
and in a very
there.
consistent level. I think Coda the Friends in there. Who else would you say? Vince Staples is mad underrated. I mean, he has his cult following, but he's mad underrated as well.
Trying to get someone really good that I listen to that's really fucking solid.
Would you say Currency?
He fucking got me. That's exactly who it is, bro. I have been bumping so much fucking Currency on that piff lately. Not only that, but like, shout out Chris. He is honestly, he's my favorite artist to smoke to. There's no like his drive-in mixtape is so well put together, and his ear for production is on a different wavelength. Like he is so fucking sick with it. And
I think he announced an album coming out this month.
Oh,
actually.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And not only that, but like if I hear that, whose album is Currency? Isaiah Rashad and Currency.
Yeah, they're supposed to have a collab.
That's going down.
I know.
Holy. Yeah, and we're going to probably end up doing a little episode on that. I think it's going to come out before this. Anyways, don't quote me on that. But how fucking crazy would that be, an Isaiah Rashad and Currency?
Oh, wow, man. That'd be amazing. Their aesthetics would match perfectly, man.
Yeah, but for sure Currency for me. Currency's definitely up there. He's a legend, and he does his quality is unmatched by anyone that I've heard of in a while, and that got us on another great that was crazy. Yeah, you got it spot on there.
That was fire.
Let's get another question.
Yeah, another one. This is from Wines. This is on TikTok now. 50 Cent or Ice Cube?
Ooh, whoa, that's a brutal question. That fucking hit after. Like I didn't really feel.
I'm gonna take Ice Cube on this one just because of what he did with NWA and just his solo discography is fantastic, and I think that he's a better lyricist between the two. He's
a much better rapper than 50 Cent is. I think it's just he's a wizard. Like he could do whatever he wants with it, and like he has some iconic lyrics, like really iconic lyrics, like, and he was known for being conscious like that. And I just finished watching the Defiant ones, and like it's incredible the way they explain the value of Ice Cube to NWA and like what he did for hip hop on that level. Like Ice Cube's thinking was so forward that it fueled the whole narrative. And like you could say that without Ice Cube's writing, you don't have Dr. Dre's career.
Yeah, you could make that argument for sure, man. Yeah,
You don't have that.
50 did make a huge impact, but I feel like, he's always been relevant in the industry.
Definitely for commercial though. Definitely for commercial appeal. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it to 50.
Yeah, but
like what he's done.
Overall, as a better rapper, I think it's Ice Cube.
So, but like, wait, who? If you had, what would you consider Ice Cube's best project?
Fuck, man. The Predator. I'd go with The Predator.
Okay.
You?
That's definitely in my. I have a couple in contention. Okay, but let's take that one. Take The Predator and put it next to Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh fuck. Look, in terms of my own personal preference, I'm taking Get Rich or Die Trying. But as who the better rapper is, it's Ice Cube to me. He's done more for the culture. I think he beats him in almost every category. He has the discography, he has the skill set, and he has the influence over 50. Which
that
are the
true.
three major categories.
That is true. That's a guy that's slept on. Ice Cube is super slept on. There's not a lot of people that talk about him in the community. But yeah, Ice Cube's a fucking legend. But I agree with you. But 50 Cent does have the highest high. But the problem is that like Get Rich or Die Trying is probably one of the highest highs of all time. Like
facts.
That's a very, very, very big album. But that's another great conversation.
Yeah, let's move on to the next.
Let's get this going.
Yeah. Okay. This is from Serge. He said, "Give us both your top 5 favorite albums."
Oh shit, man.
You want me to go first?
Go first.
Okay, number 1, I will go 2001. Second, To Pimp a Butterfly. Third, Slim Shady LP. Fourth, The Blueprint. And fifth, Kinda Blue by Miles Davis. I feel as if those are like, I'll throw in a jazz record there.
Honestly, I feel like my list kind of always changes. And it'll keep evolving and changing as I go on. But in terms of just my favorite albums, oh man. Number 1, Ready to Die. Number 2, Good Kid, Mad City. Number 3 would be...
You fuck with Doggy Style.
I do fuck with Doggy Style. It's not in my top 5 though. Fuck.
Drake album there? No.
Not even.
No. Maybe a Roots album? The Roots album?
Maybe. No.
Illmatic?
I'll put Illmatic at 3. Number 4, I would go Below the Heavens by Blue and Exile.
Fantastic project.
Yeah, and number 5, Give Me Only Built for Cuban Links.
Whoa.
That's
a heavy fucking project to put there.
Yeah.
What makes you put it at number 5? Like that's a heavy album to put in front of a lot of albums.
RZA's production, man, the whole idea of, Raekwon and Ghostface just spitting back to back, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, man. The Purple Tape's amazing. Yeah.
Like over 2001, over Doggy Style?
Yeah, right now as it stands, yeah. But like I said, my list is always changing.
The Blueprint? The
Blueprint's in probably my top 10. The Blueprint's probably in my top 10, man.
Yeah, I respect your top 5 though, because that's all quality there for sure. Yeah, but you got a top. You're more of an underground guy though.
I would say so. Yeah, I think I have like 3 90s projects in there.
Yeah, I feel as if you're really on like that really deep hip hop level. Okay, I fuck with that. But that was another good question. Let's move on to the next one. Shoot us one thing.
Okay, this is another one from Julesy. They said, the Kendrick versus Cole debate is unnecessary because Kendrick is miles ahead of Cole. What would be more interesting is a Cole versus Drake debate.
Okay.
J. Cole versus Drake? Yeah, well, we've debated this a couple of times on the Twitter. I mean, we've put it up. We've put up a couple of posts about this at one point.
Wait, but before we even get into it, do you think that that's true, that Kendrick's miles ahead of J. Cole?
Discography wise, yes, but overall, there's definitely an argument still for Cole. Like
Yeah.
Cole is ridiculous. J. Cole is a ridiculous rapper.
Yeah, he gets too much slander, but I do think Kendrick's like easily ahead. I wouldn't say miles ahead. I wouldn't want to use that word.
No, I wouldn't use that word. But it is a good comparison to put him to Drake because it's kind of like J. Cole does still have a very big mainstream appeal. Obviously not to what Drake's doing, but I mean, what are we going on? Are we going on capabilities? Like, what's this conversation?
For me, I don't know. For me, whenever I'm choosing a GOAT or I'm just comparing 2 artists, it's always skill set, discography, and influence. So based on those 3, who do you think has it?
Skill set's tough with Drake because people forget how versatile he is. Drake could do any sort of genre he wants. That's what's crazy. Are we going strictly hip hop even at that point? Like, okay, let's just put it for what it is, face value. Like, what could Drake do? I think skill set, like, it's a closer race than we think.
I think Cole gets it though. I think Cole gets it. But you could say that Drake is a more versatile artist than Cole.
But that's what I'm trying to say. But like, you know, that indicates skill to me though. Like when you could make, you know, bangers like The Model, but after that you can make bangers like One Dance and like Hotline Bling. Like it's all so diverse. It's like, it's nuts. It's on some like Michael Jackson shit. Like you can't even touch that. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but I mean, obviously as a rapper, it's, in my opinion at least, I feel as if J. Cole has much better material than Drake does.
Better discography, undebatably. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
To the side.
So?
Yeah, I really think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, it's Drake has a lengthier body of work, but pin any J. Cole project against any Drake project and J. Cole comes out on top.
Nothing Was the Same versus Forest Hill Drives.
Forest Hills Drive.
That was said with confidence. Fuck, that was scary how he said that with confidence.
Easily, man. No, but in terms of skill set, yeah, you're actually right. I mean, in terms of pen game, I'll give it to Cole. In terms of overall versatility and the ability that Drake has to just wear these different hats, tap into these different genres, I'll give him the skill set. In terms of influence, though, that's the last thing that we'll wrap this question on. Who do you think has been more influential, J. Cole or Drake?
Drake.
Okay.
I'll say that with confidence then. I'll say that with confidence because it's a different type of selling point. Drake's whole motto was to influence. He had influence over billions of people. Fuck, my throat is scratching. But yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's a different level. You know, I feel as if, like, when we talk about Drake, we have to understand that, you know, especially where we're from, right? Because we saw the whole blow up of Drake and we, like, lived it throughout our youth. And he was talking to us. So, thinking about that, it's kind of like, he was more moving with society, where Cole was just like putting out the work that he wanted to put and like really built out a discography that he saw fit for him. Drake was more influencing society on like that level. So like that's what I find fucking crazy. Not only that, but like the way Drake was able to infuse R&B and hip hop, you know, made a lot of people money. I don't think Tory Lanez has near the exposure he does without Drake.
Definitely not.
I don't like. I would take maybe even someone like Brent Faiyaz. I would take maybe even someone on that level. Well, I don't even know if Brent Faiyaz could be even put into that. Like, well, for R&B maybe, but he really pushed. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, look, like Bryson Tiller type shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the soft side of hip hop. He was the one that really created and mastered that.
Between
and forget the Brent Faiyaz comparison. Like that's just strictly R&B. Like, but I mean, for this, I mean that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think overall it's tough. I would give it to maybe Drake as the overall artist, just because I feel like he's accomplished more and maybe contributed more to the hip hop genre. But it's super tough, man.
It is a super tough conversation because it's a battle of the sort of like J. Cole's the biggest of the underground and like J. Cole is the biggest of the mainstream. So it's kind of like, what side do you play? But like in all honesty, you're probably a fan of both at the end of the day. So that's why they're awesome. But
let's bring Colin in, man. I'm down to hear from Colin.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so listen, guys, we have a Discord. It's popping. What we did today was we sent a text to our Discord chat and we were like, yo, if you want to get on the show, like this, and we'll put you in a randomizer. We ended up getting Colin, and
we're actually gonna leave the link to our Discord if you guys want to join in the comment section, and it's super fun, man.
It's there, yeah, it's awesome. The industry updates part is lit, but let's get on to Colin, dude. Welcome yourself in, man. What's going on?
What's up? How's it going?
How's everything?
Pleasure to be here.
First thing, guys, I want to indicate with Colin is that 808 vinyl is hard as fuck. That shit's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I just want to shout that out. Yeah, show your wall a bit before you actually get in.
Show the wall.
Show the wall, bro.
So I got Late Registration, Birds in the Trap, 808s, Forest Hills Drive,
the Carter 3.
Carter 3, and I got To Pimp a Butterfly, Rodeo, and Good Kid, Mad City.
That's good. That's a good start to the collection.
That's a really nice collection.
How long have you been doing that for?
Like about a year.
That's good.
Fire.
That's really good. Yeah, it's crazy how the vinyl game really popped back into society, man. Like for a while it was dying, and now
such a demand for it.
I've started collecting my own vinyls. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I could. Boom. This one's fire as fuck. If I wanted to pick up Illmatic, I definitely have to.
Insane.
Yeah, this one's fire. This one's crazy. What else do I got? We're talking about the blueprint. Hold on. This one's hard. This one's crazy. Look at that. Look at Hope's face on that.
Well, he's blowing that smoke. Yeah.
That's fire.
Oh shit.
Wait, show the Chronic.
Yeah. Wait, no, we can't.
Show 2001.
Yeah, this one's insane. This is my favorite record of all time. This is nuts. But anyways, listen, man. bringing you into the episode, we said that we'd go back and forth with you, present some debate topics. I know you sent me what there's a couple I like in there, man. So choose what you want, present it, and we'll go at it, bro. Yeah, let's get it done.
All right, so I think one we should start with is who do you think the best rapper for the new generation is going to be?
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, so like on what end? On what end? Like mainstream success? Like, what do you want to debate on that?
Like
end?
rapping ability.
Oh.
Okay.
Like not necessarily success, like technical rapping ability.
I mean, I would kind of disclude Griselda just because like they are older, so like they won't be like carrying the new generation into a different wave per se.
Corday though.
Corday, that's your answer.
Corday's my pick.
Yeah, mix of skill and everything considered. And
I gotta take JID over Corday. I think that he can flow better. I think that he can spit better. I think that he'll end up, putting out better projects. I think that both the Never Story and DiCaprio 2 are better than The Lost Boy. So yeah, I'm choosing JID over Corday.
But Jid's 28 though. Jid's 30 actually.
Jid is 30. But he's still got another 10 years, man.
I don't know,
he
dude.
can carry this decade into a different place.
He's been making since 2014. That's I don't know if that pick is valid, bro.
No, I think his first debut, studio album came out in 2017. He had mixtapes before that, but
he was active before.
I know, but I'm saying it's only a couple of years he's popped off, so like he's still considered that new gen,
I don't know. He's more with Joey and Denz. I think I put him more in that conversation. I definitely agree with you. I think that Jid's is a better rapper than Corday. Like,
okay.
That's not a question. I'm just saying, like, for what Corday's doing right now, that's tough, bro.
He's linking up with the likes of Dr. Dre.
That's tough.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, but what's your favorite Corday song?
Favorite Corday song? Probably RNP. I love that song.
Yeah, that's fire, man.
Yeah,
Anderson .Paak he smoked that feature like he does every feature.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy.
Whenever Corday collabs with someone, he always has elite chemistry.
That's facts.
Even that song with Roddy Ricch was really good. I can't remember the title of it. That was really good too.
I think that's the name of it. Gifted.
Yeah, it is Gifted. You're right.
All right, dude. Hit us with another one. What do you got, man? Let's see what you got. I want a nicer one though. I want a really good one here.
A nicer one. All right. East Coast versus West Coast.
Oh,
fuck. That's so tough.
That's another tough question.
Oh man. Are we taking it by era? Are we taking it overall?
Overall. Yeah.
It's tough just because I feel like the West Coast is more prominent now, but if I'm looking at, let's say, the 90s, then I'm giving it to the East Coast without hesitation.
I think the South has a very big conversation in place in here, though, especially for how
South
long
is slept on.
Yeah, especially for how long they've been prominent.
But that's not part of the question, though.
I know, I feel you, but like
East or West?
It's always East or West. Like the South has to be starting to like.
South is definitely up there.
Like
for sure,
what Atlanta did the past 10 years, and even before that, like how legendary it was. Even think about what Wayne did and Birdman did with like Cash Money and like that whole run. That was all stemmed from the South, So I think they're slept on. Even that, like, you want to talk about legendary acts, and you got Outkast right there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, Outkast.
Sure. You got 3 6 Mafia from the South.
Absolutely.
And then, fuck, man.
Like, there's a lot of talent from the South. People sleep on it, but I think if we're talking about rosters, I think the clear winner here is New York. It's East Coast.
I think it's got to be East Coast.
Yeah, for sure. I think
it is a tight race, though. What would you say, Colin? East Coast?
I take East Coast. As a New York boy, I'd take East Coast.
That's for sure.
A little biased, but I'll take it.
What's your top three? What's your top 3 New York rappers for you? Like, what do you fuck with?
Top 3. I'll go Jay-Z. I'll go Nas. And then go Biggie.
Okay.
I
was waiting for that one. I was waiting for the Biggie.
Yeah.
You think Method Man could be included in the top 5, maybe?
For sure.
Method Man.
You think Method Man is up there? Yeah, Method Man is definitely in my top 5. I would even put, like, I'm a really big fan of Big Pun. I think Big Pun definitely deserves a top 10.
I think I think Big L's in there as well.
Big L's definitely. Big L's top 5. Big L's top 5.
Big L's wordplay was just fucking mind blowing, man. And it sucks that we only got the one album, but shit.
Yeah, it was actually fire. That was crazy.
Super talented.
Okay, that was a good one. Man? Yeah, that was a good one. Let's keep this going, bro.
We got another one. Best mixtape discography of all time.
Oh, Wayne.
It's got to be Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
easily.
There's no one else.
Wayne.
Dedication series.
That was so
the Drought series.
Wayne.
Come on,
that one's a gimme.
Yeah.
Who would be number 2 though?
Oh, okay. That
That's a good question.
That's,
That's when it gets interesting.
Big Crit has a solid mixtape catalog.
Facts.
For sure.
50 Cent, low key.
50 Cent has a nice one.
50 Cent,
Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle's up
Super
there.
slept on.
Super slept on.
J. Cole.
Yeah, Cole has a.
Oh, hold on though. Maybe even Mac Miller.
Mac Miller has a nice mixtape discography.
Mac Miller's 100%. Up there as well. Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa has a super slept on mixtape discography.
Facts.
There's a lot of good stuff and iconic projects in there. Yeah. So was the OG, Nick, could you search something up for me? Was the OG Rolling Papers, was it considered a mixtape or an album?
I think it was a mixtape.
I'm bugging out right now.
That's a tape.
It's definitely, I feel as if it's a tape. I just don't want to butcher it.
It's got a tape vibe.
Kush and OJ was also a tape, right?
Kush and OJ was for sure.
Kush and OJ's tape.
No, I think Rolling Papers, definitely. The first Rolling Papers was a tape.
Oh, it says Rolling Papers, a studio album by Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's why
Surprising.
you see, like, yeah, you always get fucking, like, there's all full of inception with these mixtapes and albums. It's always so hard to consider because even at that, there was a lot of artists back then that were just dropping albums through the mixtape format just to get their sound out there, right? So, I mean, that's what low-key stemmed the whole quality of FNL because it was actually supposed to be a studio album. Shout out Colin from Team Dreamville for actually spitting that. But, you know, that's what's crazy about J. Cole is that he has a super solid one too.
He does.
And he has one of the biggest highs. You know, I would put Rocky in there, but Live Love ASAP is only one mixtape. At least from like what I know is prominent. You know, maybe there's definitely an underground scene that I don't know of, but I mean, I would probably say, yeah, those are the names up there. So yeah, that was a good question, man.
Sure.
Fuck yeah. Keep going, bro.
Got another one. We'll go best hitmaker of all time.
Drake.
Drake. Well, yeah.
Drake
that one's
over
kinda
Kanye, Drake over Jay-Z.
Over everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake.
he
I
fucking-
think Drake has the most hits, but I think Kanye's hits are the best.
You can make that argument.
You could make that argument. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's for sure. I feel as if Kanye has a better discography than Drake, so I would definitely give it that.
The thing about Drake too, though, is that I mean, he'll make hits off of just his own features. I mean, if you look at, for example, Gucci Mane's Both,
Yeah, that's
huge,
true.
massive hit, not even his song. If you look at Look Alive with Block Boy JB,
Block Boy,
not even his
I'm
song,
not-
and he
I'm
makes
not-
a hit, man.
I'm
And
not-
anything that Drake
Yeah.
puts his voice in, it's gonna be a hit.
I'm not hating on Block Boy JB at all. But Block Boy JB got a gift from God. If that never went down,
That was a serious lob.
That
Yeah.
was a serious fucking lob, and it was such a big hit. But the thing is, like, how are you gonna top that? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, think about the double inception about getting a Drake feature. If you start your career off with a Drake feature, what are people gonna expect from you after, and how do you maintain that? So you basically maybe paid all that money or did all that work to literally have your career
Look
run
at
into a ditch.
someone like Lil Baby. He got him on Yes Indeed, and he ended up
but Lil
branching
Baby-
off into having a crazy career.
But that's what I'm trying to say. If you could do that, then the business move is worth it. I
Yeah,
mean, like that's
facts.
then for sure. But I mean, like, there's people like example like Block Boy JB. How are you gonna do that? I'm sure Block Boy JB makes fantastic material, like to whatever year it is. You know what I'm trying to say? But think about how you're gonna top that. Like that was a mega hit.
I want to ask
You
something,
know,
Colin. Do you think that it's more valuable to feature on one of Drake's songs, like Lil Durk did on Laugh Now Cry Later, or to actually get a Drake feature on your song?
Interesting question.
Oh, that's a tough one. Well, they're both extremely valuable, obviously, but I'd say getting Drake featured on your song.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. You gotta get for sure. As soon as Drake pops up on your song, you know you're popping.
Yes, but I mean, at the same time, like I would rather be on one of Drake's songs just because you know that that's getting heard by everyone.
Yeah, but Drake does not
Give out a lot of features
He
to
doesn't
up and
give
comers.
features.
I know.
He doesn't give at all. What was the last one? What was the last feature that got like? Was it Lil Baby?
Probably Lil Durk on Laugh Now Cry Later.
Yeah, but that's Drake's song though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Durk is
saying.
already kind of
No,
established.
but I'm saying like imagine getting Drake on your song.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's definitely given those. I think was it Young Bleu?
Young Blur.
Yeah, he went on Young Bleu's song. That shit blew up.
Yep.
So
Wow.
I mean, yeah,
That is-
he
okay, I
definitely
slept
he's
on that,
definitely
for sure.
generous with his features. He gives out features, for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
fire, and whoever gets that, you know it's a landmine. Like you know what's going on with it, and not only that, but I feel as if it could add so much to your discography just having that Drake cosign is fucking massive. But it depends, right? Like I said, if you don't deliver on it, then your career is going into a ditch. I mean, you might as well just stop that. But I mean, like that's probably the sickest cash grab.
If a Drake feature can't launch your career, then there's a bit of an issue there. Like it's not gonna go too easy for you.
But anyways, let's keep going, man. Get us with one more question. We'll do one more.
One more. All right. Who has the biggest peak in the history of all of hip hop?
We answered this actually before.
Yeah, we actually answered that. Yeah,
we answered it with
No, we didn't. We answered if Drake was at his peak. But what did you say?
Who
we
had
answered who the biggest prime.
Yeah,
I think.
who had the biggest prime?
Okay, yeah, we did. You're right.
Before.
Yeah.
But who had the biggest peak is still Eminem. I mean, like Eminem's peak was unheard of. And like I'm not gonna go too much on it because I'm gonna be kind of rambling on. But regardless, like they're from 1999 to 2002, there's no competition. But what about you? Who do you got?
I think 50's definitely up there.
For sure.
That's a big one.
Wayne's up there for sure.
Wayne, I think it was from 2005 to 2009 that was really big for him. He dropped 3 dedication mixtapes. He dropped the No Ceilings mixtape, and he dropped the Carter 2 and the Carter 3 within that time span as well. Wow. Fucking Wayne.
Yeah, that's huge.
Wayne definitely had a huge prime. What do you think out of all those projects, what's your favorite? And the Draw 3. I think he dropped the Draw 3 within that time as well.
Yeah, I think that was 2009 maybe?
No.
Or 2007?
Nick, what are you saying, bro?
Drought 3 was before Carter 3.
Yeah, Nick's going to search it up for us. Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see what year it is. Yeah, that's a long time ago. It's definitely between those years.
Drought 3 is 2007.
There
2007. That's
right smack in the middle.
That's what I was going to say.
But that's low-key prime Wayne, though.
It is.
That's low-key prime Wayne. That mixtape is fucking untouchable.
That's his best project.
You think
if you
so?
ask me. That's his best, yeah.
Over the Carter 3?
I listened to Carter 3 the most, but like off of like pure rapping ability, Wayne was just murdering everything on that.
That is facts.
That's very true.
That is facts. There's not a single skip on that project. But we had said it before because someone had asked, what was your top 3 mixtapes, and we had put that there. We had said definitely.
It was in the conversation.
The Drop is in the conversation for sure. Yeah, over 1999.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheesh. Yeah, that's a big statement. Okay, that up though.
It's fair.
Yeah,
it's fair.
No, I want to hear that though. What makes you put the Draw 3 over 1999? I'm sorry, I'm grilling you. I'm genuinely asking.
I just think Wayne's better than Joey.
Oh, okay. That's
it's
yeah.
As simple
Okay,
as
I'm gonna. I'll give you that point then. Okay. All right. Yeah. That is valuable. Definitely, the performance on there was super heavy. I do gotta agree with you. But listen, at the end of the day, there's still legendary mixtapes. But listen, man, thank you for coming on as always. Colin's a part of our Discord chat, as we said before. If you guys want to join the Discord chat, the link is going to be in the bio. If you have not already, guys, subscribe. And I mean, listen, you guys are probably already subscribed. This is a community day, but if you haven't already, do so. The notifications as well, because we're uploading on the daily. And guys, listen, tell this to your friends. We're really trying to do something big here. Like, we have a good platform. We really want to connect with you guys. We just want to speak about hip hop, and we want to take this to a whole different level. So expect more from us. Expect maybe artist interviews as well. That's a little bit of a hint maybe. But listen, I had a lot of fun doing this, man. It was crazy.
Awesome, man. It was a great conversation. So guys, if you haven't sent in questions for this time, we're probably going to be revisiting the Dead Wrong series again. So stay tuned for the next time that we do it. And have a good one, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Fire.